Hi everyone, my name's Mark Franks, former professional boxer, 7 times former national champion, 3 times area champion. Some of you may remember me coming in June into YTA, Yorkshire Training Academy, and changing my life really, trying to learn how to tile. As you may or may not remember, I'll fill you in, I was without doubt the worst DIY ever. No one ever asked me in my family to do DIY, or if they did, they only asked me once. But however, I always wanted to trade. I always wanted to fall back on something. And I'm so glad I did YTA's training course, because for the last 5 months, I've been living a totally different life that has enabled me to pay for all our bills for the family. I run a boxing gym, that's been closed in the pandemic. My partner's salon has been closed, and I have been becoming more and more successful. So I was sitting at home on the internet, probably like yourself now, thinking, right, I want to have a go at doing maybe a course and maybe changing my life, maybe doing something that I've always dreamed of, but I've just never really done anything like that. I was worried about A, would I be able to actually earn a living at it? B, would I be any good? And C, would they be able to train me? Because normally I'm rubbish. Yorkshire Training Academy, I've got to say, are absolutely amazing. I'm not just saying that, they are brilliant. You come in, day one, you're already tiling or plastering. Yeah, you're making a bit of a mess, but they train you how to become professionals. Every one of the teachers are the very best tradesmen. They're not just teachers, they are actual tradesmen. They are the best. The whole people who are doing the courses, all the clients, they seem to encourage each other. You kind of get into a bit of camaraderie. I was very nervous when I got here. Yes, I was a boxer, so I was confident within myself of being who I am, but suddenly I was like a fish out of water. I didn't know what to expect. Was everyone else going to be really good? Was I going to be rubbish? Which is normally the case with DIY. I did my course. I really, really enjoyed it. I did the tiling first of all. And within a few days, I was actually pretty good. I kept going home and my wife kept saying to me, how'd you get on? I think I did pretty well. I really enjoyed it. But what I found out quite quickly is if the preparation is everything in tiling. And I realized that just across the row, all the plasterers were plastering. You kind of have many different rows. In one row you've got the tilers, in one row you've got the plasterers, in one row you've got the kitchen fitters, in one row you've got the builders. And you're bouncing off each other and you're watching, having a little look at each other. So I was tiling away and I realised that if my walls weren't very good, then my tiles wouldn't sit very well. So I thought, you know what, in the real world, I'm going to have to be able to plaster. So I thought, okay, well, I'll do the tiling course, and then after that, maybe I'll do the plastering course. I did really well in the tiling, I really enjoyed it, and at the end, I felt capable of going out and having a go. Before I did, straight away, I booked on the plastering course. So instead of just leaving after my 2 weeks, I did the plastering course for only a week. So all in all, 3 weeks. As soon as I left the course, I then thought, okay, am I going to be any good? Am I actually going to be able to do it? Am I going to be able to be as good as other tradespeople? I put a little ad on my Facebook, and before I know it, I was getting people messaging me saying, could you come and have a look at a job? I never even quoted for a job before. I spoke to the trainers at Yorkshire Training Academy, and they kind of, on one of the days, we went over quoting. So I rang up again, just had a quick chat with Dave, one of the trainers, and it was no problem. He spoke to me. I wasn't on the course anymore. And he spoke to me, told me, don't forget this, don't forget that. I went out, got the first job, and off I went. And don't get me wrong, there were moments when I was doubting myself. There were moments when I was like, oh, can I do it? But I did, and the customer was really happy. So what's happened since June? So I'm 5 months on. 5 months on, middle of a pandemic. What's happened? Well, I'm so busy, it's crazy. I'm averaging in excess of £750 a week, every week. I love what I'm doing. During the day, I'm doing my tiling or plastering. And what I'm finding is you don't tend to get the same work. So some weeks I'm plastering, some weeks I'm tiling. Yeah, there has been moments where I'm like, what do I do? But I just ring up YTA, have a quick chat, or I go on Google, have a little look, make sure, oh yeah, that's it, yeah, I remember now. What was great for me is everything that I have needed to know before doing the job, we got taught. So I haven't got to any jobs and thought, I never got showed that. But we actually got taught everything we needed to know. And I remember it. That must be testament to how good they are. Now, I'm not coming in here, I don't work for YTA. I've just popped in today to say thank you to the owner. And obviously I agreed to do another video, just a progress report. So yeah, after 5 months, I can't do any more. I cannot do any more before Christmas. I am so busy. I've been booked up before Christmas for 3 weeks. So literally, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't do any more work. That's it, done. I'm actually trying now to fill jobs in of an evening. So I'm doing one huge job, and then on evenings, I'm doing additional jobs. This has paid for basically our whole family's Christmas, and we're looking forward to it. For the first time, I feel like I've got total control of my life. No one else is in control. I'm not working for anybody else. You know, I'm not being told what to do. It's exactly what I want to do. I'm enjoying my trade. I'm in control of it. I'm in control of how much money I make, and I have all the skills to do it. And I've got the backup of Yorkshire Training Academy. I just got to ring them up, and they tell me, and they inform me of what maybe I need to do or whatever, and I can always pop in. So if you're sitting at home now thinking, A, is Yorkshire Training Academy any good? Let me tell you now, they're brilliant. B, will I actually be able to make a living doing this after you've done just these courses, 2 weeks? Yeah. Yes, you may be a little bit slower than someone that's been doing it 20 years, but you've got all the skills. You've just got to actually have a go. You can start on smaller jobs. There's been a few jobs where I've got to, and they're massive. And I've just said, it's a bit much for me at this time. But and now I'm getting to the stage, like for instance, 2 weeks ago, I did that lower half of the house, all the plastering, all the boarding, and made a good wage. And I couldn't have done that if it wasn't for YTA. So for me, it's YTA all the way. Simple as that. So I just wanted to tell you how well I've done. I hope this has made a bit of sense. I might have rambled on a bit. So I've been Mark Franks. Thank you very much. Woo!